Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, February 23rd. NWO News. We have here a very special person here, Mr. Marcc Rose, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show him some goddamn respect. So for those of you who may not know, because I don't know how the hell you don't know, but let's just say you're watching this show and you don't know, Marcc Rose is the actor that played Tupac Shakur in a double feature. He played him in Unsolved on the USA Network, the murder of Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., and he also played him in NWA, Straight Outta Compton. Marcc Rose, how you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. I'm good, man. What's going on, Sparrow? I'm good, man. Glad to be here. Glad to be alive, bro.
Yeah, definitely do this time now. We're gonna get to this whole quarantine thing. It's definitely fucking up my money. I don't know if it's fucking up your money.
Man, listen. We're gonna talk about it. We can talk about it.
So where are you from? And I don't think many people know that you're from. Where are you from? I'll let you tell your story.
So I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Canarsie, Brooklyn. Shout out to Canarsie, shout out to Brooklyn.
That means he know Pop Smoke.
Yo, rest in peace, Pop. That was the next, that was the next thing coming out my mouth. Definitely. I love New York. I feel like New York City gave me so much mentality. It gave me so much street smart wisdom. It made me want to look for more. So shout out to New York all day.
Most definitely. So are you still here in Brooklyn?
I'm not still in Brooklyn. I moved out to Cali. I'm out in LA right now. Cali, where the work is at for me right now. But I would say I think one of my visions that I'm working towards is definitely being able to work at home, And what I mean by work at home is like come back to New York and, do what I'm doing here, which is shoot my projects and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I'm working towards. But I'm out here in LA. I came out here in 2012,
As far as you working at home, you're gonna have to get you're gonna have to score a role on Law and Order. That's the only shit.
That or Power. I know that.
Power shoot out here?
Some of them. I know the one with Mary.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the one with Mary and Method, the Ghost joint that just aired. Shout out to
Power
boy Woody on there. Yeah, killing the game.
All right. Yo, I really did not know that.
Yeah, I know some. I think Shooting the Shy, but definitely out there in New York to be dope.
So if I see any roles, because I'm on backstage. Ain't nobody trying to book me, but I'm trying to get on. If I get any New York City bookings, I'm gonna send them over to you.
Holla at me, bro. Backstage behind.
So let me ask: Is it nice in terms of your comfortability? Is it better being out there than it is being in New York City?
I think I would say for me, I became financially stable out here. You know what I mean? I was able to live and be free, and opportunities happen for me out here. So I would say that it's comfortable, way more comfortable for me than it was when I was living in New York because I didn't have certain opportunities. And I love Cali, and I love the weather, I love the vibes, but again, it's nothing like to be able to be home and possibly work, or just home is where the heart is. So that's just love all day, every day. But LA showing love too.
That's really good. As I listen to you talking and I'm watching you, you're very passionate about what you're saying and how you feel, and it comes off very genuine and humble. So that usually we don't get that with your type of guys, Hollywood guys. But I mean that's really a good thing, and that's really going to take you a long way. And please do not lose that quality of yourself as you move through this industry and as you go up the ladder. But speaking of the industry, how did you transition into acting? And were you always doing acting? Were you always into drama?
I feel like it's a yes and no to that. And I say that because I was always fascinated with it as far as watching it. I thought it was dope to be able to watch something and believe whatever. Can we curse? I don't know if we can curse.
Yeah, of course.
This they be trying to train niggas like don't curse. But so I got to make sure. But nah, I feel it was crazy just to be able to watch people tell stories and believe everything that these niggas are saying. you know, and that was always fascinating to me as a kid. Did I feel like I had the means to become an actor? You know, no, you know, because I didn't know anyone who, you know, became an actor or was in that field personally. I just seen things on TV and stuff, you know. So it was a yes and no. I took drama in high school, but it was just mandatory, so it wasn't nothing that I was, you know. Shout out to the drama teacher, Miss Rose. She, you know,
Her
but
name was
yeah,
Miss
man,
Rose.
it was Miss Rose. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
crazy,
great.
right? That's crazy, right?
She's somewhere saying
Man.
that he owe me money.
Yo, don't come looking for me, Miss Rose, please.
Uh, that's really good. So what I do appreciate is how you said it was nothing around you that could pursue you to take this career seriously, because you didn't, you know, we don't see that coming up other than what we see on the other side, and that's what we see on television. But let me do, if you could recall, was there anything that was a link to you and your career now that maybe you felt lucky about it? Maybe like, did something happen, or did you meet somebody that was like, if this didn't happen, I would not be in a position that I am in?
If I didn't meet John Singleton, I would not be in the position that I am right now, and that's facts.
Oh, that's a
That's
great way.
facts.
So,
Yeah.
so when he mentioned it, he said, "Yo, you look like Tupac Shakur." Did he say that?
Man, yeah, he really did. He
For real?
really did. Yes. Yeah. That I met him because of that sole purpose, you know. I didn't accidentally meet him, or we didn't run across people. A casting director set up our meeting to specifically meet. She had just sent him photos of me, and his reaction in the photos was like, "Nigga, what? Like, I'm looking for like this is like, you know what I mean? What?" And
You know, so
mhm.
did people always say that you look like Tupac?
People started, I wouldn't say always, but people started telling me I look like him more towards my teen years, you know, and yeah, I would play it up, you know, I'll play it up a lot because it would get me mad shit, you know,
As it did. You in a
right,
Hollywood
you know,
movie.
man. But just even as a kid, little things that I think kids would just appreciate, like getting into the bowling alley for free, you know, getting your friends in to be able to skate, and like all that, you know, was given, people was looking out because of shit like that, you know. So,
You know,
um,
Mark, this is really scary. Like, nigga, you couldn't have told me that he was dead. I said, he right there. He right there in the movie.
It's so crazy to hear people's reactions and responses for sure, man. I would say I'll never forget my first time hearing public responses, you know, because hearing responses when you're on set and hearing responses with your family and friends is kind of different. But I remember when I did Straight Outta Compton, and again, John Singleton was not the director of Straight Outta Compton, but he was there with me, you know, while I was filming and everything. So that's why I say again, without him, there's just no way I could have did a lot. But rest in peace, John Singleton. When we was on set, you know, after we wrapped Straight Outta Compton, we, you know, went to the premiere, which was like a couple months after I wrapped. I was the last person to film, you know, the scene. The movie was already shot. So after I wrapped, we went to the premiere and we was in the theater. And that was my first experience to any of this shit, you know, like first premiere, first Snoop Dogg right here walking the carpet next to me. I'm like, you know, just things like that. Cute. But we was in the theater, and I remember just when that scene came on, and it's so crazy because it was not a long scene, you know, it was just an in and out type vibe, but like just hearing, you know, the crowd reaction and people who I've been idolizing for years and looking up to, you know, seeing their reactions and things
Mm-hmm.
like that for full circle. That was pretty cool.
That, yo, first of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Just congrats. And I know that you have things lined up to come, things to go. I'm excited. And I'm not, and I told, you know, people, I don't want to stay on this long because you're so much more than just that role. That was just your, you know, foot in the door, and it was a freaking godsend. But even watching your scenes, it was like, damn, like I think I got more into Unsolved than I did the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And where I was watching you, it was like, you know, because in my lifetime we've seen Mr. Shakur live, so seeing you act like him was like, damn, like he got it. Like you got it down pat, man. You got it down. So that was really a good thing. But moving forward, tell us about the Rose oil brand that you have. Um, Rose Rich Hair
Yeah,
Oil.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell us about
Um,
that.
so for me even getting to that, I would have to bring up quarantine. And I feel quarantine was at first kind of confusion. I feel like the first couple months of just like, what the this is new. What the fuck going on? Like
Uh-huh.
these masks, these tests, but I think I started to just, I don't know, something like, I think that's that New York in me, that mentality of just, all right, so
Yeah.
what we gonna do? Like what we gonna do? Because
Quarantine ain't
you
gonna
have,
stop in New York, nigga.
right now, and I think it really, I think it really pulled that out of me, of me just wanting to put merch out there, and my Rose Rich beard oil is a part of my merch. And for a while, people would DM me or comment under certain posts. I'll post like, yo, like, bro, you wearing this brand, bro, you should wear your own shit. Like like you rocking it, it's dope. And so just to be able to
Wait,
put
wait,
something
wait.
out.
So you've been making your own? You've been making it?
So yeah, actually before I came out to LA, I was designing. When I was in New York, before I got to entertainment, I was designing. I was making like bow ties. I auditioned for 106 in Park. I was like one of the finalists for the 106 in Park search when they was looking for hosts for Roxy and
Mm-hmm.
Terrence. Yep. But when I came out to LA was when I was designing harder, because I didn't know nobody when I moved here. Feel me? Like literally not nobody, but I knew that if I pop some shit off, if I put some clothes out, if I try to just shake the
Yeah,
waves a little bit, then I'm sure that would help me meet a lot of people, and it did.
yeah.
I was able, yeah. So I've been doing merch for a minute, but the beard oil, I'm hella proud about. I go through so many bottles like it's crazy, but there's some natural shit, and I think it's important because as fellas, like I don't think we have many products. I know we have products, feel me, but it's not many. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
let alone natural shit. They put a lot of metal and all these type of stuff and chemicals in it, and it smells bomb. I think that's another cool thing and another reason why I'm
It
so.
does smell good. We had some at the photo shoot, and I had put some on. I was like, yo, this shit smell good. So I'm definitely putting in an order for that. I would definitely get my order because I
My
mean I don't have a
bad.
bed now, but I will rock a bed.
Yeah.
So that's really, it shows that you're multifaceted, and just away from the creative part of the oils. When you say that there's not many men care products, it's really not. So that's really a field
No.
that you could dominate in.
Yes.
With your resources and putting your mind to it, like for women, we have Dove, Secret, all type, just all types of.
Endless. Oh yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
endless. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, once you really move forward with this and you start going into your commercial advertising and things like that, you could take, dude, because
Yeah.
it's not, and I'm talking bigger than the social media promotion, because we know
Yeah.
it's so many companies now that promote through social media.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting that shelf space in CVS,
Mm-hmm.
dude, it's
Man, yeah.
I
That's the aim. We aiming. We're aiming, bro. That's definitely the aim, man.
I could
Yeah.
definitely see it. I mean, with the right things. I mean, you're around the right people. That could really take off, and you could really be the freaking Madam CJ Walker of men's care.
Yeah. We manifesting all 2021, man.
Absolutely.
Manifesting it.
How has a quarantine affected your mental, bro?
Quarantine, I would say, again, in the beginning, maybe like the first couple months, it was confusing for me. Like I'm sure it was for everybody, but
Mm.
I would just say, just personally, it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? What's next? When is it gonna stop? It was so many unanswered questions, you know what I mean? And
Just like a New York nigga.
like, yo, and we want answers, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so just not hearing those answers. And I'm about to get a little more heavier with it, unfortunately, but just to get the quarantine mixed with the George Floyd and the Breonna Taylor situations, and like, damn, you know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
already as Black people, it's hard for us, but damn, like, it's like, okay, stay inside, quarantine, but then also watch what we doing on the news, to y'all, and still come out in March while y'all supposed to be quarantined. It was tough. I think that mentally was tough, and I think that this was the first time in my life I feel like I wanted to really start looking into some type of therapy. You know what I
Oh
mean?
wow.
Like, yeah, like some type of therapy, real talk, because I was waking up and like I didn't want to watch the news, but I feel like I had to watch the news to see what was going on in my, around me and my surroundings. Like, I know they was going crazy in New York. They was going crazy out here in LA. I'm downtown. So, I'm like, but yeah, I was just looking into getting just talking to someone in a sense, because I just think as a black males, like, we don't really have that. You know what I mean? They don't care about how we feel or too much dig deep into just our thought process. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I think quarantine just made me want to do that, and made me enjoy sitting with myself and hearing my thoughts. And it brought some ideas. It
So,
did a lot.
so you saw a therapist in where you at in LA?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I seen a therapist. Yeah, just to huh?
Was
Say it
she,
again.
was she hot?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. It was an old lady, and I wonder if they did that on purpose. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's the one that's worth your money.
Exactly,
Because
exactly. She already
I went
know.
to therapy and my therapist was hot. I just started lying to her. like yeah, I got pause and everything.
I'm gonna tell you what I want to tell you real quick. Like, yo, that would be
I mean,
disrespectful.
it was hearing you say that shows that you're not out of touch. You know what's going on around you. You know you're still here with the people, although you're on a TV screen. Marcc Rose, thank you for your time and thank you for coming on and being a part of NWO News. Everybody, the Rich Rose oil. I will put the link of the oils and this interview. I also promoted on Instagram. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
Rose Rich. Rose
Yeah.
Rich by Marcc Rose. I can see that in freaking Saks.
Bro, we
Me
going,
walking
man.
by somebody like you want to try some Rose Rich.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that, man.
Fuck with me. Y'all hear that, Sacks? Y'all hear that? Sparrow said it.
I'm gonna tag them when I put this up.
Same,
So, is there
bro.
anything else you want to let us know before we go? Before we leave the people?
Yeah. I say check on your people. Stay following me, Marcc Rose on Instagram. I got Marcc Rose merch on my other Instagram. I got two
What's the other
pilots.
Instagram?
Yeah, Marcc Rose merch.
I don't think I
He's
followed that, Mark. That the
Mark.
order forms and stuff for the products is there, right?
The who?
The order form for the
Yeah.
oils. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
right.
up there. I'm gonna throw an extra one in there for you too, Brody, for sure. And Darren, shout out to my guy there.
Yeah. Shout out to Frost as Hell.
Yes,
Frost as Hell
sir.
was he set up the alley hoop on this one. So shout him out.
Love, that's love.
But thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. And here at NWO News, we're gonna support you as much as we can, and just best of wishes and best of luck into all your future endeavors, man. And thank you so
bro.
much.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Love.
Marcc Rose, ladies and gentlemen. All right.